Welcome back to Apex Academy, your ultimate home for all your crypto education. As always, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. You had an amazing weekend. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend first and foremost. We can see market cap now 1.1 trillion. So this actually we are now heading in the right direction because over the weekend we were still above 1 trillion, but we have moved up significantly. We are now at 1.1 trillion. 20,499 cryptos, exchanges. We were at 499. Then over the weekend, we were at 500. Then I think we are now back at 499. So there's this one exchange that keeps getting listed and delisted. I'm yet to find out what exchange that is, but I'll keep you guys posted as soon as I found out the name of that particular exchange platform. So Bitcoin, 24,100. 4.4% up. This is great. This is amazing. In the last 2 hours, we were at 23.8, and I thought it's coming down. But right now, seeing 24,100, that means that's a great improvement. Ethereum, we are at 17.99. We were at over 1,800 in the course of the day, and this tells you that we are now heading in the right direction. Look at BNB. 331. On Friday, we were at 315. So it seems like things are now going as they should be going. So Solana at 43, we were at 38 on Friday. So things are moving quite amazing. You can see we have some big movers. We have likes of the AVAX, 9% up. We have Polygon. We have ETC still doing us justice. We have the NEAR protocol, which has actually done great over the last few days. So things are looking amazing generally. Entire market cap up by 4.13%. That's not a figure to joke with. So we are now heading in the right direction. And these are such times are when now the essence of DCA comes in, because we've been buying these coins on a schedule when the price was low, and now when these coins are start to pump up, that is when now we start to realize our profits. So this tells you that there's power in DCA, and DCA is the way to go all through. If you check our trend line, the one that we've always been monitoring, you can see it's now in reversal. This is today. This is Monday. This was on Sunday. This is Saturday. So you can see on Friday actually is when the trend reversed. So we had a continuous bearish trend, but on Saturday I think the trend reversed. It started turning bullish. We reverted a little bit here, but then now it seems like we're now heading in the right direction. So I'm just going to indicate one more trend line. Oops, I'm not. Oh, I can just indicate that. Let's have another trend line so that we can always monitor and see how we are faring on, so that in case of any challenges or any significant price movement, we can always attest to what, as we have been doing with our previous trend line. So let me just have that very quickly. I need to have a trend line here, so I'll just draw it above this particular level, and let's see how the market is going to behave. Oops, it's not drawing. Times this thing can really mess you. Whenever you want to draw some good trend lines, they don't want to cooperate. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yes. So let's see how this chart is going to fare on in the next couple of days. If we keep our margin above that trend line, basically, it means that we are going to be heading in that direction. However, this candle is yet to close because it's a daily candle. So you can just wait until this candle closes. Then tomorrow we'll have our trend line so that you can always see how the market is faring on. So if you check the fear and greed index right now, it's at 30. Still fear, but not extreme fear. And we are slowly turning into the greed zone. And as we all know, the rule is always be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. So it's time to be greedy at the moment, because at 30 it still implies that people are still fearful in the market. However, even if they are coming back, but they still have no fear in the market. So I can recommend, if you haven't bought some coins that you feel like they're gonna make some very tremendous gain in the next few days, the next few months or weeks, you can use this opportunity to buy these coins when the price are still low. Even if the coins dip, you will not lose on anything, because your assets still remain the same. One BTC will always be one BTC. One Sol will always be one Sol. So nothing is gonna change much. It's all about the issue of being patient and waiting at the right time. Okay, good. So something else that came out today is about the Binance, and Binance, they intend to add Solana to locked stay savings. So remember, this product was not there, but they have now introduced it. So it means you can basically add your Solana in your locked savings, and you'll be able to earn some interest. For those who understand what staking is, what locked savings implies, this is more of the traditional banking industry where you are asked to have a saving account or a fixed account where you intend to put money that you don't intend to use, and that money is going to earn some interest. So you can see the Sol has been added to the list of supported assets, and then the subscription is on a first come first served basis. So it basically implies that those who come in early are going to benefit earlier. So the reward calculation, of course, is from the 0 on the day after you complete the subscription. That's always how the locked saving works. So the term to maturity is 15 days. Total market cap is 300,000 Solanas, and the individual cap is 5 Sol. That means you cannot go beyond 5 Sol, so that they can create a bigger pool, so that more people can always come back and come into the pool or into the particular product. Also, due to what has been witnessed today and over the last few days of how the industry has been rallying, things are going up. We have those who leverage traders who have been wrecked. So you can see this is the liquidation that has actually taken place in the last 24 hours. You can see in the last 24 hours, in the last 1 hour, about $6 million have been wrecked. Last 4 hours, $22 million. In the last 12 hours, $151 million has been wrecked. In the last 24 hours, $183 million has been wrecked. So if you see, in the past 24 hours combined, 53,130 traders were liquidated. So the local liquidation is coming up at $183 million, which is not small money. So the largest liquidation happened on OKEX. And actually, I've realized something about OKEX. Most liquidation, or the large number of liquidations, they happen at OKEX. I think most leverage traders find solace in OKEX. You can see it has done actually the biggest liquidations. The biggest casualties were shorters, those who were shorting the market. You can see OKEX shorters 8.34 million has been liquidated. So don't play with leverage trading if you don't understand what you're doing. And even if you understand what you're doing, always use low leverage. Don't use high leverage, because they have the leverage, they have the risk of you getting liquidated, and they have the risk of you getting wrecked, and they have the risk of you going bankrupt. So don't play with leverage. Just ensure that you play your trades well. Good. Okay, apart from leverage and being liquidated, we have also some news coming in from Singapore, and one of their crypto lenders, which is called the Hodlnaut, they have freezes with withdrawals, citing market conditions. But personally, I don't agree with Hodlnaut, what they have done. They have also pulled out its application to be a regulated firm in Singapore, and this is a bit of a red flag. And that's why I always insist that keep your assets off exchanges, off these lending platforms, because even the interest that you're getting from these lending platforms, it's not something substantial. Because why should you keep your assets on a lending platform? Then that platform uses your crypto to lend others. They get interests from those loans which are going to be paid back, and then they give you peanuts. So just keep your assets in cold wallets, rather, in non-custodial wallets. It's going to save you all this hassle and all this stress and frustrations. Because a few weeks ago, we had an incident with Celsius. They halted withdrawals. We had an incident with Voyager. They also halted withdrawals. Last week, as I was streaming, we had an incident in India. There was X. So all these things coming into place, and all that has been happening in forms of exchanges, Celsius platform. Look at Luna and the Anchor protocol. So it's basically not good to keep your assets in these kind of platforms, the lending platforms and exchanges. Always keep large amount of crypto in cold wallets and non-custodial wallets. So they're basically citing volatile market conditions, but I think it's more of that. Personally, from where I sit, I think this is not the reason why they have halted withdrawals. Maybe they got into something else and they just trying to mask whatever they did. And hopefully they are going to resolve the issue, so that guys can withdraw back their crypto. So that's it about Singapore and the Hodlnaut lending platform. Also, we have the country in West Africa, Nigeria, and actually research shows that Nigeria became the most crypto-obsessed country after the April crash. So remember back in April, we had a very severe crash where most crypto folded in prices. There was so much panic selling. There was massive food in the entire market. So the market cap fell down, most assets crashed, they went almost to their all-time lows. And this is the time when Nigeria became most crypto obsessed. And actually research from Google shows that data that came from Nigeria, most people were actually researching on how to buy crypto, how to get into crypto, how do you move assets from one particular platform to another. So this tells you that this is a country where adoption has really taken place. People are moving from fiat currency and they're coming into the digital currencies. So that's it about the Nigeria and how they became obsessed. So the big question is, are you obsessed in crypto as Nigeria? Because as I've always mentioned time and again, this is the next big thing in the industry. Crypto is the perfect hedge against inflation because actually most of these assets, they have what you call a maximum supply. Unlike fiat currency, the government can always print notes, they can always print the coins, and they can always control the economy. However, in crypto, it gives you a perfect hedge against inflation because, for example, Bitcoin, 21 million coins. Nobody can create more coins than there have been set in the economy. So that means that one BTC will always be one BTC. What's going to change is just the price. And as I have always mentioned time and again, in 5 years to come, the price of BTC is not going to be where it is, especially for the next halving event, that is the year 2024. I'm going to see a very massive bull run. BTC will easily surpass the 100,000 mark. So take advantage of the current prices. Some of these prices, you may never see them again. Things like Ethereum at 1700. You can easily go back to 10. You can easily not go back, but you can easily go back to the all-time high at 4,800, and you can easily go to $10,000. So take a good chance of these prices this year into your coins on a schedule. It can be weekly, it can be monthly, it can be in 3 months, so that once the bull run starts, once people start moving into crypto, you're not gonna be left behind and start living in agony. So that's it, guys, for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow for another stream. Remember to follow us on our social media platform at Apex Crypto Academy. That is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So good night, good luck, God bless.